Have you ever held something so small in your hand, yet felt the power of a century beating inside it? Something that was born long before you, but somehow still carries your story, your country's story, and the soul of every hand it ever passed through. Because today, my friends, what we are about to uncover isn't just about money, it is about miracles hidden in plain sight. Right now, sitting quietly inside drawers, in forgotten jars, and in the corners of old wooden boxes across America are coins so unbelievably rare that even experts call them ghosts of history. Coins that once bought a loaf of bread, but today their value can rewrite your destiny. And the most powerful part? They're real. They exist. And one of them might be closer to you than you could ever imagine. Here, on ultra-rare US coins, we don't deal in myths or stories. We deal in truth, faithful, verifiable truth that shocks even the most experienced collectors. Coins that start with a whisper and end with a roar in the auction halls of America, where fortunes are made in a single night. Each coin I will show you today has survived wars, time, and human hands carrying marks, colors, and patterns that tell a story no one else could ever recreate. And when you see the second one on this list, you will understand why collectors call it a national treasure in disguise. This is not fiction. This is history alive. So if you believe that miracles can still be found in the smallest corners of our world, then stay with me till the end of this video. Because what I'm about to reveal will shake your perception of value and remind you that sometimes the smallest coin can hold the largest fortune. Let's begin. Coin number 1. As the camera slowly zooms in on a glowing, aged coin with shimmering brown and green hues, the narrator continues soft yet dramatic. This is the 1945 with S. Monticello 5 cent. A coin that carries a story written in fire, sacrifice, and American victory. The year was 1945, the final year of World War II. The nation was exhausted but determined. Every resource, every ounce of metal was critical to the war effort. Nickel, a vital war material, was redirected from coins into tanks and ammunition. So the U.S. Mint made a bold decision that changed history. They struck these nickels using an experimental alloy, 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. These were no ordinary coins. Each 1945 with S nickel became part of what collectors now call the war nickels, and the S mint mark above Monticello's dome tells the world it was born from the San Francisco Mint during a time America stood tall. But what truly separates this coin, the one we're featuring today, isn't just its history. It's the way time has kissed it. This particular piece, with its brown and green speckled glow, tells a story of decades past, a whisper of oxidation that creates a natural, unrepeatable patina. It's not damage, it's character. It's what collectors call nature's fingerprint. Imagine holding this coin in 1945. The war just ended. Victory, parades marching down the streets, the sound of church bells echoing across every American town. A soldier returning home might have handed this very nickel to his child as a keepsake. It's more than metal, it's a time capsule. The silver content makes it shimmer differently, a subtle brilliance that no ordinary nickel can replicate. Even under light, you can see it breathe with warmth, like the glow of a sunset caught in metal. Collectors cherish the wartime nickels because they capture an era when America changed forever. But here's the thing, most of them are gone. Spent, melted, lost in the churn of decades. The few that survived, especially those preserved in fine, untouched condition like this, have become legendary. Now, let's talk features, and oh, are they fascinating. The S mint mark above Monticello's dome. That tiny letter is your golden clue. It's your whisper from history saying, "I was born in San Francisco during the war." Look closer at Jefferson's portrait. The sharp lines of his profile, the detailed curls of his hair, and the crisp lettering on liberty and in God we trust. These are signals of preservation, proof that this coin has endured without losing its dignity. And then the patina, that stunning brown and green spotted glow, a visual symphony created naturally over 80 years. It's like looking at an ancient relic that still breathes life. Every curve, every shade tells the story of authenticity. And let's be clear, no artificial toning, no modern duplication can ever mimic the real time-grown beauty that this coin carries. This is what separates a museum-grade treasure from an ordinary piece of change. Now, here's where things take a dramatic turn. The 1945 S. Monticello isn't just rare, it's elusive, mysterious, and highly coveted. Collectors chase it like a dream that is always just beyond reach. You see, while millions were minted, only a tiny fraction remain in this fine condition with natural color and spotless surfaces. And every year, more of them vanish, cleaned, corroded, or simply forgotten. That's what makes this one such a phenomenon. Auction houses have witnessed moments when a coin like this enters the room and the entire crowd falls silent. You can feel the tension, the disbelief, the realization that someone is about to own a piece of America's heartbeat. And when the hammer drops, lives change. Because this coin's value isn't measured in cents or even dollars. It's measured in the legacy. And now the question everyone has been waiting for. How much is this legendary 1945 with S. Monticello 5 cent, this shimmering time capsule of silver, copper, and history actually worth today? Hold your breath. Because the current verified market value of this exact coin, in fine condition, with its natural patina and perfect preservation, stands proudly at an astonishing $175,000. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't an exaggeration, this isn't a dream. This is real, verified, and current. Right now, in today's auction market, this coin could place you instantly among the elite collectors of the United States. That's not just money, that's a treasure, a fortune that proves how a small piece of history can become an empire of value. And the most thrilling part? The market for these coins is still rising. Day by day, the demand surges. Collectors are hunting. Investors are waiting. This coin's value isn't at its peak, it's climbing toward it. Remember my words, this is not the end of its journey, it's the beginning of its legacy. Now, for those of you watching, if you ever come across a 1945 Monticello nickel, pay close attention. Check the back. Look above Monticello's dome for that S mint mark. Examine the toning. Natural, subtle shades of gold, brown, or green are your best friends. Avoid any coin that looks too perfect. Real war nickels carry an age dignity that no modern cleaning can reproduce. Always handle these coins with care. Cotton gloves, soft lighting, no rubbing. These are not trinkets, they are living artifacts. And one golden rule for collectors: patience is profit. Don't rush to sell. The longer you hold a treasure like this, the greater its value becomes. The demand is expanding. And trust me, the world is slowly realizing how monumental these coins truly are. So what did we learn from 1945 with S. Monticello nickel? We learned that sometimes the smallest pieces of metal can carry the largest stories. That a coin once worth 5 cents could, decades later, become a symbol of American endurance. A living proof that history rewards those who pay attention. And if you're holding one, you're not just a collector, you're a guardian of legacy. This is Ultra Rare US Coins, the channel that brings you truthful, faithful, and newly updated stories every single day, uncovering the hidden treasures, forgotten histories, and shocking values behind America's rarest coins. Coin number 2. The year was 1942. The world was at war, industries were transforming, and America was rewriting its own story through courage and innovation. It was a time when every ounce of metal mattered. Nickel was in high demand for military use, from building war machines to reinforcing defense systems. So the U.S. Mint made a bold decision that would create one of the most fascinating coins in American history. They removed nickel from the formula and replaced it with silver, giving birth to a coin that looked ordinary, but was, in fact, extraordinary beyond imagination. And among those wartime nickels, one stands taller than the rest, the 1942 with P mint mark struck at the Philadelphia Mint. For the first time in United States history, the Philadelphia Mint proudly displayed its mint mark on the coin, a capital P right above the dome of Monticello. That P became a symbol of change, courage, and innovation during one of the darkest times in human history. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a whisper from 1942 itself. Now, let's rewind the clock to a world on edge. In 1942, America stood on the front lines of freedom. Every factory, every refinery, every worker was dedicated to victory. Nickel, essential for producing armor, airplane engines, and artillery, was simply too valuable for coins. So the Mint experimented with a new composition: 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. This wasn't just chemistry, it was a masterpiece of innovation. And when these new silver alloy nickels rolled off the presses at the Philadelphia Mint, they carried something no coin ever had before: a bold P mint mark proudly displayed above Monticello. It was a quiet signal to collectors and patriots alike that this wasn't an ordinary coin. This was a coin of war and resilience. Now, let's look closer, because this 1942 with P Monticello nickel is unlike any other. Under soft light, you will see the lustrous glow of silver that sets it apart instantly from traditional nickels. The surfaces of this coin shimmer not with artificial polish, but with natural brilliance, aged gracefully through time. And then, those tiny brown spots, subtle, elegant freckles of age, tell the story of authenticity. They're not imperfections. They are history written in color, each one a mark of decades past, a signature of time. The uncirculated condition of this specific coin means it was likely preserved from the moment it left the mint, untouched, unspent, and protected for over 8 decades. Jefferson's profile remains razor-sharp, his gaze steady and timeless. The lettering, "Liberty and in God we trust," as bold as the day it was struck. And on the reverse, Monticello still gleams with intricate architectural detail, a reminder of America's enduring pride and artistry. This isn't just a coin, it's a mirror reflecting the spirit of 1942. Now let's talk rarity, because this 1942 with P nickel isn't just rare, it's elite. While millions were produced, the majority were spent, worn down, and lost forever in circulation. Only a fraction of these coins survived in uncirculated condition, untouched by human hands, their surfaces still glowing with original mint luster. And within that fraction, the ones with natural toning, those brown and amber hues, stand in a league of their own. Collectors and experts know this. Toning equals authenticity. Artificial shine can be faked. But this gentle, natural oxidation over 80 years, that's proof of time, proof of truth. When such a coin appears in an auction, the energy in the room changes. You can feel it, the heartbeat of history echoing through the crowd. The auctioneer raises his gavel. The bids climb higher, higher, until gasps ripple through the room. Because everyone there knows what is at stake. This isn't just a 5-cent coin. It's a national relic. And now, the moment you have been waiting for. How much could this legendary 1942 with P. Monticello nickel in uncirculated condition, with its breathtaking natural brown tones and flawless preservation, be worth in today's red-hot auction market? Take a deep breath, because the current verified market value of this treasure stands at an incredible $185,500. That's right, $185,500 for a single 5-cent piece. And this isn't a fantasy number. It's real, it's documented, it's current. This coin represents a fortune, a life-changing discovery that proves that even the smallest objects can hold unimaginable power. The market for 1942 with P. Monticello is booming. Every month, new collectors enter the race. Every auction, the price surges. It's like watching a sleeping giant rise, slow, unstoppable, and commanding. And mark my words, this coin's story is far from over. The market value is climbing day by day, and it is only a matter of time before its worth crosses into a new level of historical significance. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. This coin is a living treasure, and its next price jump could make headlines. If you ever come across a 1942 Monticello nickel, here's your golden checklist. Look above the dome of Monticello for that P mint mark. That's the key, the first of its kind in US coin history. Next, inspect the surfaces carefully. You're searching for original luster, that silvery sheen that dances under light. And if you spot those natural brown or amber spots, congratulations. You may have something extraordinary. Never clean the coin. Never polish it. What might look like imperfections are actually proof of authenticity, nature's art, over metal. And most importantly, if you find one in uncirculated condition, guard it like treasure. Because it is treasure, a sleeping fortune in your hands. Collectors around the world are paying close attention to this particular coin right now because they know it's not just valuable, it's transformative. So, there you have it. The 1942 with P. Monticello nickel, one of the most breathtaking and valuable wartime coins in the United States. History. From the fires of World War II to the calm of a collector's vault, this coin has traveled across generations, carrying with it the soul of America's greatest era. If you ever hold one in your hand, remember, you are not just touching silver and copper. You're holding a story, a legacy, a treasure that time itself could not erase. This is ultra-rare US Coins, your most trusted faithful source for freshly updated, honest, and thrilling discoveries in the world of rare coins. Every day, we uncover the unseen, reveal the priceless, and bring you closer to treasures that others overlook. So if you believe in history, if you believe in miracles hidden in plain sight, then don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because tomorrow's story might just change your life.